I am welcoming to the show our very own real life princess, the multi-chart topping peachy princess, Maeve De Voe. Welcome to the show, Maeve. Thanks for being here. How are you doing?
Thank you, Ascendry. I am so peachy right now. I am so excited to do this. The sun is shining everywhere in my mind, and I'm so happy to be here. How are
What
you?
I'm good. What does it mean to feel so peachy? Like, what is that? What does peachy mean?
Oh, it's just like every single like molecule in my body is smiling and doing like a little tiny dance. So everything is rainbow in my head.
Rainbows and peaches. Well, that's great.
Yes.
Look, tell us a little bit about being a real life princess and how that came to be. Before we get to music, let's deal with you're wearing a
Oh,
crown, Tiara. We're going to talk about that. But
yes,
how
I
how
am.
how did you come to be a real life princess?
Oh my gosh. So whenever I was younger, and I didn't know this, I completely forgot this. Whenever I was younger, I wore crowns. I wore tiaras all the time, and I wore these princess dresses and everything. And I was just this little diva of like, I'm the princess, like all that kind of stuff. And I forgot. So looking back, it's crazy to think like, because whenever you turn a teenager, it's kind of like this little gray area. But I've always been this way. I've always worn this. I've always felt like this is my destiny. And now my entire closet is Lolita, or EGL now. That's the new name.
Yeah.
Where it's these roughly little frilly princess dresses with extreme petticoats, corsets, tiaras, crowns, like diamonds. It's everything. And like just it's so cool to live this life and know that little me would be smiling so big and be freaking out seeing how I look now. And being a princess, a real life princess, is actually it's very like it has a lot of weight to it because people think, oh, there's a princess, I gotta listen to what she says. And so I would like to inspire the younger generation and younger kids, teens, especially girls, to dress modestly and to be fun, to, like wear the cute little dresses, wear the corsets, and you can still have fun with it.
What a great message. Now, are you is this an are you starting a new line of royalty, or do you have lineages to other royalty?
This is actually a secret. But I do have an answer, and I do have a secret answer, but I have a real answer.
Mhm.
This is really, really cool. And I mean this in the most pure way possible. I don't want
Yeah.
this to be construed or anything. We did my DNA.
Okay.
And it's really, really, really awesome to see just way more than I can count on my hands
Yeah.
of actual royals. And it's crazy. And it just blows my mind. And it makes it feel different
Yeah.
putting on the corsets and stuff.
I
So
get it.
it's
Maeve,
yeah.
I get it. We've had people on the show who've worked with the Royals and they can't say certain things
Mhm.
because it just goes against the code. And we were sworn to secrecy too. So we're gonna leave that there with we've got lineages and you're establishing also a new way for folks to look at what it is to be a princess. Now, do you really wear the crown and the tiara all the time?
Um, every single time I meet someone, they ask me this, and I'm so happy to answer it. I have a crown for swimming. I have a crown for bath time. I have a crown for sleeping, which is a crochet crown that my sister did. I have a black and white one. I have tiaras. I have like the little push-on ones. I have the headband ones, the half crowns, the full circular crowns. I
Wow,
have everything in every color, and I do wear them all the time. I go out
that's
even
amazing.
even to the gas station. I'm wearing a crown. Even in the car, just a car ride, I'm wearing a crown. So yeah, I do.
Wow. And do people ever like do people ask you, hey, you wearing a crown or like do you know you're wearing a crown or what?
I get asked a lot anytime I'm out, just anywhere. Like, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday today? And you know, sometimes I just say yeah because it's been asked every single day. So
So
it.
Maeve,
Yeah.
when it comes to we're gonna get to music here. When it comes to
Mhm.
music, how does a real life princess start their journey at the age of 14? What puts you on a music
Mm.
journey instead of,
Oh my gosh.
you know, modeling as a royal, etc., right? How did you start your music journey?
Wow. Well, um, it's hard to even explain. In the early 2000s, there were a lot of shows that had pop stars. Hannah Montana, Victorious. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the other ones right now. But obviously being like a little 5-year-old or a little 7-year-old, I was like, "Oh, what? Like what is that?" And so I would freak out, and I was the kid that had the plastic microphone, that had the little pop star headset, everything, and I would be doing little songs. I would never stop singing everywhere I went. And I feel like I was born for this because the second I saw it, my life changed and I've never been the same. It's just always been, I'm gonna sing everywhere I go. And I just, this is me. This is just what I belong to. This is what I was put on this earth to do.
And when you were 14, did you start recording?
I did. Whenever I was 14, because whenever I became a tween, you know, like
Yeah.
that weird age of like
Yeah.
9, I started musical theater because I learned that that was a career, and that is where that's what the sole decider of was for me to sing. And then as I got older, to be more like 13, 14, I realized actually I kind of want to like make my own music. I don't want to like always be doing a show. I want to like do my own stuff, and I want to be the show. Like I'm the show. So like in Zoosh, I'm the star of the show. And I just I decided that I'm gonna play around on a little piano. I had a little tiny synth piano, and I would come up with little stuff. I'd write down little things on a notebook of random lyrics that 14-year-olds would write, you know, like sun is shining, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And eventually, my vocal coach told me about GarageBand. And so I started recording myself singing,
Yeah.
which then led to me making beats, which then led to me trying to put together actual songs. And then I made my first ever song, I'm Different. And
There
I
we go.
took it to a professional recording studio. And from then on, it's history.
So folks, just, you started out with the tools that you had around you, and the simple tools that we all had, and discovered your talent, and took it from there. Now, it doesn't just stop there, because you also record, mix, and do your own production. How did you learn all the different aspects of that as well?
Oh man, like I said, my teacher taught me about GarageBand.
Yeah.
And so from there, I played around. I kind of taught myself on GarageBand because he didn't like sit me down and be like, okay, this is this, this is this. And so I kind of just learned on my own for that. And as I kept making and making and making, I was then able to, with my vocal coach, audition for the Frascola Music Summer, uh, what is it called? Activity at
Yeah.
the University of Miami. And you had to be handpicked. They had to hand choose you. And so it was like a huge deal that I got in, first of all, my dream university. And I learned how to use Logic Pro, which comes in with GarageBand. It's the big, like the big sibling of GarageBand, where it's for the Mac, which was my first time ever touching a Mac. So I was sitting there, I was trying to figure out how to turn it on. And I kept asking her, like, how do I turn this on? But that's where I learned I love producing. I love this. This is what I want to do. And so I really, really, really learned a ton there. I learned just mixing and producing specifically at
Yeah.
Froscola Music. And then after that, I just kind of started playing around with it on my own again, but this time researching videos, figuring it out by testing, okay, let me listen to this back and let me listen to an actually professionally recorded song, like listening to a Gaga song
Yeah.
and being like, okay, well, what is the mixing with that? And why is it different than this? How can I fix that? And from there, I kept practicing and practicing hundreds of songs And
Hmm.
I've learned ever since then by practice.
So a lot of your own, self-motivation, a little bit of
Yes.
self-teaching mixed in with the school, and
Mhm.
then kind of taking it to the next level. Do you really spend 8 hours a day in your music these days, or?
Yes, I do. It's more like I don't really, I can't ever see myself putting like a number of hours for it, because everything I do, I breathe my career. When I wake up, I literally, I've dreamed of my career that night. Whenever I eat, I think of my career. Whenever I'm playing a video game, I'm thinking of my career, like practicing streaming in my head. Whenever I'm literally doing anything, I'm thinking of my career and I'm working on it. And so it's a non-stop, and no matter what, it never stops. I cannot take a break. So that's not negative, but like it's
No,
like
no, I get it.
it
Yeah.
doesn't stop. So yeah, I do. I really do. I've planned ahead about 10 years of my career and
Wow.
created content and actual things for 10 years worth of music, etc.
It's fun to see how excited and passionate you are about it. On your website, maevedevoe.card.co, you say, "My goal in life is to create a new global change with my music. I want to make the world smile."
Mm.
Um, why is that so important to you?
This is, oh man, that's one of those questions that I could never fully answer, because it's so important to me and it's such a deep part of my soul. Like I said, it's I've been put on this earth to perform, and I feel like I've also been put on this earth to make it smile in some way, shape, or form. And I I just really seriously believe that smiles can change the world, and that we're so divided right now to the point to where it's like you can feel it in the air even just leaving the house for a second. And smiles can break barriers. Smiles can break language barriers. You know, different cultures, I can go to a different country and my smile is all I have because I cannot speak the language, and that's really all that matters. You know, it doesn't matter if we're all so different culturally or we're all so different with languages. We can all listen to music because music is universal and smiles are universal. You know, anytime I ride in the car, I am the type to stick my head out the window and like a dog and feel the breeze and stuff. And where I live, there's always people walking up and down, and I always smile my heart out at them. And it is my favorite thing to do because they'll be so sad. They'll be so down. You can just tell that they're just suffering internally. And like just seeing one person smile at them, their whole face lights up.
It's
And I just,
infectious.
that makes me so happy. And I just pray for everyone that I smile at, because I just wish that we all could do that. We all could smile at each other.
Smiling is infectious. You mentioned languages. Is it
Mhm.
true that you can sing in 12 different languages?
I can. Yes.
Wow.
It is my goal to speak those as well. I am, so far I can speak about 3 or 4, but I wish to be completely fluent in 12.
So
I'm
you can sing in three, or sorry, you can speak in 3 or 4, but you can sing in 12.
in 12. Yes.
Wow. And are you going to be releasing all your songs in multiple languages? Is that the ultimate goal, or?
Yes, my goal is to, like I said, I want to make the
Yeah.
entire world smile. I don't want to just make my nation smile or my state smile. I want to make the world smile. And so I want to not just sing in my language and speak to people in my language. I want to get personal with
Hmm.
people. I want to, if I'm going to Mexico, I want to be fluent. I want to be standing on that stage speaking in Spanish to them. I want to just like be connected. I don't want there to be that barrier. I don't like the barriers. And so I'm going to make songs in Spanish. I already have about 5 songs in Spanish, actually. They're just not released yet. But that's my favorite to sing in, I think. But
Wow.
I just want, even if I'm in some crazy place like Norway, I just want to be standing on the stage and speak Norwegian. I want to just do it. I want to sing the songs that they love in their native language. That
Hmm.
would be mind-blowing if one of my favorite singers in Japanese started singing it in English. So that's what I would like to do.
Now, that sounds wonderful. I I look forward to you being able to reach to all the different cultures, and it's obvious you want to make a connection with people. One of your recent songs, it's a recent single called Car Radio, and it's a song that's doing very well. It's doing well on multiple stations. It's doing well on the pathradio.com. I think it was number 9. It's been on the top
That's
20
my
countdown for a
number.
few weeks.
Sorry, that's my
It's a,
favorite number.
is it really?
Oh,
Why
it's
is
special.
why is number
Oh,
9 your favorite? Can you tell us, or
it's
is this another royal secret?
no, it's not a secret. It's
Okay.
just really hard to explain. So, oh my gosh. So this number 9, it's not leaving my life. It's definitely intrusive in my life to the point to where I could literally just be chilling. And for some reason, something in my life has equivalated to 9. Like I started my career at 9, and just all of my songs are released on the 9th or something with the 9 in them.
Yeah,
There's something about it. There's something about it. I started my
interesting.
career at 19. It's weird. So
So when you hit number
9
9,
is,
when you hit number 9, you're like, oh my God, I hit number 9. So
yes, again, here we go. So it's just like, oh, here we go with the 9s. So, but I love 9. It's so great. And being number 9 is such a blessing.
So yeah, well, hopefully you keep climbing there. It sounds like a great tune, but that song Car Radio is a collaboration with Graham Hart. Tell us a little bit about the song and working with Graham.
Okay. So first of all, Graham is really, really cool. But the actual story of creating it, we met on an app called Vamper for artists. Artists can meet there, and it's for collabs. So I was looking for a collaboration, just really anything. I would love to just collab on any type of song. I don't care if it's in a different language. Hit me up, I will learn it.
Mhm.
And he was like, hey, I have this song, and if you want, you can hop on it. You know, I have the beat, I have all this. So I did not produce this beat, but I did mix
Yeah.
it. And he sent me like him singing it, and at first I was like, oh, okay, I don't really know what to do. And then I just started improving on it, and the final product is improv.
Oh
And
wow.
so I was really getting into it to the point to where I was just like practically doing little tiny like fairy jumps in my closet. And and I finally mix it. There's at least 3 different released versions of this song, of different mixing,
Wow.
different in general. There's just so many different versions. And I finally got the final mix, and I sent it off to a compilation album with WOA Entertainment for Goa Chill Out Zone Volume 12.
Yeah,
And it was actually number 1 on iTunes UK for compilation albums.
very nice.
So it was so awesome. Graham is so cool and chill. He's so chill, and he's great at singing. I cannot wait to work on more things with him in the future.
Well, congratulations on that. That's a great accomplishment for the both of you. So, you've also worked with other accomplished industry resources in multi-Grammy Emmy award-winning Joe D'Ambrosio Management out of New York City, and with Grammy award-winning mixer engineer Phil Jolie. How has that changed your approach to music? And what has working with them done for your sound?
Ooh.
I know, right?
The first time I worked with them, I just felt like I was on cloud 9. And I just the quality, the professionalism, it just blew my mind. It literally blew my mind, because I had been working with people who were like me, who were not completely in the industry yet, and just trying to make it, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
And to be working with someone who has, first of all, just the connections alone are insane. And the talent, the, just like I said, the professionalism, it changes you. Being in a state of trying to make it, trying to better myself, to be in the industry and working with that, I'm changed. I've completely changed since then, since 2021, whenever I first reached out to them. Oh man, my mixing changed. I used to mix in a way that was very sharp. It would be so high with treble that it
Mhm.
would hurt the ears. And ever since then, my mixing has been so leveled out to where it sounds a professional grade now. And I've just taken so many notes. I've literally just my whole essence has changed. I feel like I'm on a different level. I feel like I've grown a ton because of working with such a professional environment.
That's probably what you're supposed to feel, and probably where you're supposed to go when you're working with folks who've been in the
Yeah.
industry that way. So
Yeah, it's like a earthquake a little bit. Like, whoa, okay. Wow.
Maeve, what's next for you? What should we expect to hear or next, or should we expect to see you perform live somewhere, or what's what do you got on the horizon of smiles for us?
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, as the ambassador of Smiles, I will be releasing a song on September 9th this year. So that will be the first ever song I release of a new genre that I've never done.
Okay.
So it'll be a completely new genre than I've ever released or done publicly under my brand.
Are you gonna give us a hint or?
It is definitely something that I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it is something. I am not a natural born pop singer.
Uh-huh.
I acquired that from training. My natural born talent for singing is a certain genre that is in the same realm as musical theater, but it is not musical theater.
All right. Well, maybe if we follow you on, what's your favorite social media program? Is it Instagram?
It is Instagram. Instagram,
What's
I'm
that?
always on Instagram, always. And
Maybe if we follow, what's your Instagram handle? What is it?
it is my name. It is MaeveDevoe, Maeve De Voe. And I am on every single social platform.
Yeah.
I think I'm even on Tumblr, but I'm on everything. And so if you have a preference, if you prefer the new threads, I'm on threads as well.
Do you
I'm
like
on
it? Do you
Twitter.
like the new threads?
I don't know. I mean, like I everyone says that they're addicted to it, like to where they can't get off of
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just like Instagram more. I mean, I was around whenever Instagram first came
Yeah.
out, whenever it first took off. And so I've always had that like connection to it. I remember
Well,
Snapchat coming out, you know.
it's integrated. Instagram and
Yeah.
Threads is integrated,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I've been enjoying Threads. I thought it was
yeah.
kind of refreshing. It's got a nice user interface.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to have all the restrictions that Twitter's been having lately,
Yes.
and that's a big
Oh,
mess. Twitter's a big
it
mess.
feels yes, it feels very clean. You
Yeah.
know, it feels like a clean slate for society and social media. You know, it just feels
So
like
I
a new
digress.
opportunity.
I digressed a little bit here. So if they follow you on Instagram, which is your favorite, are you going to drop some hints between now and September on that song? Are you going to be giving us breadcrumbs or threads? Are you going to give us threads?
Oh,
Ah,
I actually posted a few days ago, or
yeah.
maybe yesterday, a teaser of a song I'm releasing next year. I always like to drop out little teasers as I'm
Yeah.
mixing them because I'm constantly recording and mixing songs. I literally just this week, I mean, I've recorded 4 songs and I've mixed 3. I'm just pumping these things out and they at the highest level too. So I love to tease them as I work on them. So yeah, you will definitely hear some little teasers. You'll see a little bit of a teaser of the artwork for the single cover. And I'm very excited for this one. This is gonna be so fun.
Are we gonna have like a crown on the cover of the song, or like a tiara?
Everything everything that I do for my covers, I or like the artwork
Yeah.
covers, I try and incorporate my princess brand and my crowns and stuff. I know that with like Determinate, it does not have a crown on it at all, I think. But that was for a special occasion. That's for a competition actually. Um, but it might, it just might.
Well,
And
maybe
maybe
we'll have to
I
find
will
another
be
post.
wearing it.
Oh,
Maybe I will be
now
wearing
you've
it.
got a ton of cool merch on your site. You've got a
I
Make Me
do.
Smile shirt. You've got rainbows, suns, and clouds. You've
Yeah.
got De Voe number 9.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
It's my Team Peach.
And that's on maevedevaux.card.co. I'll put that in the show notes. So
Thank
so
you.
folks will have access to that. A great looking website too. Looks like
Thank
it's
you.
a
I did
fun
it
site. You have a
myself.
ton of really
Uh-huh. I
design.
update it. I update it all the time with like I used to update it to whenever I released a song, the whole theme of the website would change to the theme of the song. Like for Big Time, it was just Disco City. It was all purple and rainbow and all that kind of stuff.
Maeve, did you go to school for this?
For website design?
Yeah,
No. I just kind of winged it.
nice.
I just kind of
What
went for it.
are you doing other school stuff?
I am actually right now. I am taking meteorology class, a summer mini semester at Harvard. I am doing it online because I cannot go there in person right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm doing about 4 songs a week, and so I can't go there in person. But
Wow.
I am able to take these classes, and I'm learning about the atmospheric science. It's really awesome. It's something I've loved ever since I was little, and
You
I'm
s- you
finally
s-
getting to know.
you seem very diverse and very open to learning new things and trying new things and it seems like you're finding success in all these different things. Maybe where do we buy where's the best place to buy your music?
Well, I am, like I said, I'm on every single platform, every single
Yeah.
streaming service. My personal favorite is iTunes. I do not have a Spotify premium account, so I can't really like listen to music on there. So I'm on iTunes. But I am on everything. So if
Are
you
you an
prefer
Apple?
Deezer,
Are you an Apple princess or is that
yes,
where
I
you
am.
are? All right. That's okay.
I prefer. I know this is controversial. I prefer Apple products.
No, you know what? It's a preference, right? Like
Yeah.
I've been now, Apple for gosh,
It sucks you in.
over a decade, right?
Yeah.
But I'm happy
It,
everything's like
yeah.
really integrated and
Yes. I love it. I
it does
really,
what I
really
need
love
it to
it.
do. That's at the end
Mhm.
of the day, it does what I need it to do.
Yeah, all the
Um,
stuff I produce is on Logic Pro, and that's only in Apple software.
yeah, awesome. Right on. Maeve, look it, I want to thank you for doing this with me and for being here with the audience. Is there anything that you would like to leave us with before you get back to your music and your web and your Harvard classes and your crowns and you're a busy princess. Is there
Yes,
anything that
I
you would like to
am.
leave us with?
Oh, definitely a quote from my song Zoosh It Up. Which I'm not gonna go into the whole Zoosh It Up spiel because it's a big deal to me, but um be someone. Be someone, live your life, be who you want to be. Don't be who you think you should be who you want to be. Zooch it up and let's make the world smile.
We have been
Listen to
threading
me.
we have been threading with Maeve De Voe, our real
Yeah.
life peachy princess, electro-pop star, charting new territory with music hits worldwide. You can hear her
Oh yeah.
hits on car radio on thepathradio.com. I'll have all her contact info in the show notes. Maeve, thank you so much for being here, and I hope that we can
Thank
catch up
you.
with you again.
Thank you so much. I've had so much fun. This is so fun. Thank you.
Me too, Maeve. It's been awesome. Thank you.